I kind of compare Baker Mayfield a little bit to Bernie Kosar, who to this day is one of the most beloved Browns in franchise history. And if my memory serves me correctly, Bernie only made one Pro Bowl, and I think that was like in 1985. And I remember watching Bernie. He there were so many good quarterbacks in his era. Joe Montana, Jim Kelly. Then it went to Steve Young. John Elway was in there as well. Dan Marino. But I don't think, and you could probably speak a little better to this because, you were covering the team back then, Les, but I don't ever remember Bernie Kosar being considered like an elite quarterback. Like, he was very good. The Browns won. They got to those 3 AFC championship games. And that's kind of how I look at Baker. I don't know if Baker Mayfield can be Drew Brees or if he can be Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, like in that elite echelon of NFL quarterbacks. But what I've learned about Baker this year is you can win with him. He's good enough to win. And that is all that matters. And we're starting to see him make some throws that we didn't see in the first 8 games. And there's a feeling out process, and so many things have happened. We talked about the 3 coaches and 3 offensive systems in many years, and I can't wait to see him in year 2 with a coach and with a system to really see that growth. I think Baker Mayfield is going to be fine. I maintain it. I've said it from day one. I get the criticism. Everybody wants to see the Patrick Mahomes style highlights of the 400 to 500 yards passing and him throwing 3 to 4 touchdowns every single week in and week out. But I think Baker Mayfield is a much better player today, less than what we saw in week number 1. And that, to me, is the biggest sign that he can be the franchise quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
You go back to the Kosar days that you're talking about. Even though Bill Belichick thought that Testaverde was the right guy, there wasn't any local, maybe because everybody liked Bernie so much, but there wasn't any side that the people that were siding with Testaverde in the battle for the quarterback spot. And I don't know if it's because Bernie, a lot of it is because Bernie chose to come here and did whatever he could do to make that happen. And we haven't had anything like that before. But maybe I don't think it's the putting Oklahoma's flag at the horseshoe. I don't think that's what it is. Just like I never thought Braylon Edwards was disliked because he was from Michigan. I don't know what it is about Baker, except that this year he seems to have changed his personality a little bit. I don't know if he got some training on how to do that, but he seems like a much nicer guy and much more understanding than he did last year.
Yeah, well, we've not had those confrontations during media sessions that we've had in the past. And I think that's what you're alluding to, and that's a sign of maturity. Not every question you're going to be asked is one that you're going to like, and unfortunately, the people that cover the team, you're gonna have to deal with them. So he has been more mature in that regard. I don't know, to your point, I don't know if he had any training or whatnot, but I also think too that the fact that he and Kevin Stefanski really seem to have been able to put their heads together and get on the same page. That's why I'm so confident about the Browns making the playoffs, even though they haven't clinched yet. And I'm confident that they're going to finish the season strong and that the wheels aren't going to come off the wagon and we're going to have a late season implosion. It's because of Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield. I think that they're going to do what it takes to get done.